Bonjour à tous, welcome back to Lingoni. My name is Alicia and today we will be talking about alternatives to yes and no. I had this idea because this is always my problem and my disappointment when I make a yes-no question in French that we call questions fermées, like closed questions. I usually have a yes or a no for an answer. So last time when we were in class, we thought, okay, look, there are a million ways to answer to avoid the boring yes or no. So let's say that by the end of the class, we'll have like the whiteboard full of alternatives to yes or no, expressions, words, synonyms, actually, and ways to answer, avoiding the oui, non. That's a bit short. So, and I thought, yeah, that's really interesting. By the end of the class, we just had to write like 5 questions each, closed question, des questions fermées, yes, no question, and try to answer in different ways. So I thought I would share that with you today because it's a lot of vocab. I'm actually not going to give you all the vocab we wrote, but quite a lot. And it's good for pronunciation. It's good for the from a lexical point of view. And it's probably some of them like new expressions, and you should really try and use them as much as you can. It's also good for you because even if you want to answer like in positive or negative ways, you realize that you already have a lot of vocab. It's nice for the person listening to you, and it's nice for you because you're just like making something different from a oui non. All right, let's get started. So I will start with the one that are like alternatives to oui. You could say, everything will be written and I will repeat twice. Okay, so one's probably a bit quicker than the other. Absolument. Absolument is a way of answering. I use that, like absolument. No pronunciation difficulties here. Absolument, except for the en final. Tout à fait. I use this one a lot. Tout à fait. It's a kind of indeed. But the literal translation of indeed is effectivement. Effectivement. I use effectivement less than tout à fait, but they are pretty much the same. So, absolument. Tout à fait. Effectivement. Effectivement or en effet. It's the same. Carrément. I like this one because it's informal. You use it especially when you speak. It's very common. And it's amazing if you use it. It would be very surprising, but it's nice. Like if you, it's a bit like the totally, the English or American totally. Like we say carrément, carrément. Like, did you like the movie? Huh? Carrément. Yeah. Absolument, tout à fait, effectivement, en effet, carrément, informal. Exact, exactement. Instead of oui, exact, exactement. Because we had the one. I think one of my students was just asking the name of the other students. It was like, tu t'appelles bien Emily? And she looked at me like, yeah, great. What can I answer? It's just yes or no. And I was like, no, you could say a million things. Like absolument works, en effet works, exact works perfectly. We had a student who said, je confirme. I like this one, very professional. Je confirme. I confirm. They also, at first, they were using a lot of je suis d'accord. That doesn't work every time. For example, for this question, like, tu t'appelles Emily? Is your name Emily? And one of the students said, yeah, she could say, I agree with that. And it's like, no, you couldn't say that. No. That worked with another one when someone said, Messi, est-ce que Messi est le meilleur joueur du monde? Est-ce que Messi, Lionel Messi, le footballeur, est le meilleur joueur de football du monde? And the guy said, je suis d'accord avec ça. Something like, moi, je suis d'accord avec ça. It's a kind of yes. Yes, in my case, I agree with that. That was nice. I like the bien sûr. Of course, sure. Bien sûr. Évidemment, obviously. Évidemment, that worked with... La tour Eiffel est-elle un symbole de la ville de Paris? Same. They looked at me like, but that's a yes and there is no option. Yes, a lot of options. La tour Eiffel est-elle un symbole de la ville de Paris? I could say carrément, tout à fait, exact, évidemment, bien sûr, sans aucun doute. Without any doubt. Sans aucun doute. Undoubtfully, I think you could say in English. Je confirme would work. Effectivement. Or even je suis d'accord avec ça. Now if you want to say that in a negative way, or before the negative, I think that we had the middle thing. Something like je pense, That would work with le symbole de Paris. La Tour Eiffel est-elle un symbole de la ville de Paris? Je pense. Est-ce que Messi est le meilleur joueur de football du monde? Je pense. Tu vas faire les courses demain? Are you gonna go shopping for food tomorrow? Je pense. Or, certainement, exact. Sans aucun doute. Exact is a bit weird, but maybe that could work. Ça dépend. I like this one. It depends. Ça dépend. So it works sometimes and it doesn't always work because, again, we had a girl who said, ça dépend is perfect. It works every time. Non. Because one of the questions was, tu as des allergies? If you've got like allergies. Tu as des allergies? Yes, no. You could say, I don't think so, je ne crois pas. But ça dépend. Yes or no. But ça dépend is a bit weird. That wouldn't work. Tu penses que Paris est la plus belle ville du monde? Tu penses que Paris est la plus belle ville du monde? You could be very positive about it. Absolument, sans aucun doute. Je suis d'accord avec ça. Or, plus ou moins, more or less, because I think, for example, that contamination is killing a bit the charm of the city, or because people there are a bit rude, or you could say anything like, oui, plus ou moins, c'est une belle ville, mais... And then, of course, the idea is to justify and to give more, like, to the thing. Then you can always use like adverbs of time, of frequency. That's the one. Like rarement, jamais, presque jamais. For example, tu vas souvent au cinéma? Of course, if the question is has something to do with that. Tu vas souvent au cinéma? It's like yes or no. What can I say? No, you could easily say ça dépend. Or rarement, j'y vais 2 fois par an. Le plus souvent possible, as often as possible, as much as I can. Jamais, presque jamais, hardly ever. Okay. And then we had like some other expressions. So the very negative one, like pas du tout, not at all. That could work with... Elle est prof de français? Pas du tout, not at all. Elle est prof d'allemand, for example. Or absolument pas. Of course, that's the negative one of absolument. Absolument pas. Absolutely not. Impossible, jamais. Je ne suis pas d'accord ou je ne suis pas du tout d'accord. I don't agree at all. Ce n'est pas mon opinion. That's not my opinion. Ce n'est pas mon opinion. Someone said, je n'ai pas la réponse à cette question. That's a good one. Don't have the answer to this question. Probablement. J'imagine. Okay, I'll try to read you like very quickly the questions I have and we'll try to see what kind of answer could go with that. So tu as des allergies, for example. You could say nothing of tout à fait. But it's weird, like indeed. But you could say je ne pense pas. Ou effectivement, j'ai des allergies. But you couldn't say je suis d'accord avec ça, for example. No, of course not. Absolument pas. Ou jamais, je n'ai jamais eu d'allergie. Tu penses que Paris est la plus belle ville du monde? Sans aucun doute. Ou ça dépend. Non, ça dépend is weird. La plus belle ville du monde. It depends. Oh non, it could be like it depends on the... Depends where. Depends les quartiers, the neighborhoods in Paris. Some are really nice, some a bit less. Could be that. Pas du tout. Je ne crois pas. Je ne suis pas d'accord avec cette affirmation. You can say, I imagine. J'imagine que Paris est la plus belle ville du monde. But I'm not too sure about that. I put some distance with this affirmation. Then, tu aimes la musique classique? Effectivement, absolument, tout à fait, carrément. Ça dépend. Pas du tout. Absolument pas. Just that. That's all. Tu aimes la musique. Elle est prof de français. Exact. Elle est prof de français? Exact. Elle donne des classes sur YouTube. Or, of course, you can go for je ne sais pas. That's an easy one. Je ne sais pas. Or you can say pas du tout. Pas du tout. Elle est avocate. She's a lawyer. Nothing to do with professeur de français. Tu connais Lingoni? Bien sûr. Effectivement, absolument. J'en ai entendu parler. I heard of it. J'en ai entendu parler. Je crois que oui. I think I do. Tu connais Lingoni? Je crois que je connais. C'est un site pour apprendre des langues étrangères. Tu as passé un bon week-end? Plus ou moins. Pas du tout. Absolument. Trop. Ah, we also use that in an informal way. Trop. It means like too much. You would say maybe in English like so much. Did you have a nice weekend? So much. It was so nice. T'as passé un bon week-end? Trop. Carrément. Absolument. Ok. Je ne me souviens pas. One said that. Tu as passé un bon week-end? Je ne me souviens pas. Ok. Why not? Tu as des animaux de compagnie? Bien sûr. If you're an animal lover, you would say that. Bien sûr. Ou effectivement, j'ai un chat et un chien. Oh, pas du tout. Je n'aime pas les animaux. Je suis allergique. Something like that. Est-ce que Messi est le meilleur joueur de football du monde? We've had that before. You could say je crois, j'imagine, je pense, c'est clair, évidemment, pas du tout, if you don't agree with that. Tu fais du sport? That's a good one to answer with the adverb of frequency. De temps en temps, parfois, rarement, presque jamais, une fois par semaine, 3 fois par an, remember, fois, it's like the one time, you wouldn't say that in English, you would say once, but like 3 times, 3 fois, and then you don't say pour, which is a very common mistake, but par, 3 fois par semaine, mois, an. Tu vas faire les courses demain? Je crois, peut-être, je ne sais pas, c'est possible, on verra, we'll see, absolument. Tu es allé au cinéma dernièrement? Tout à fait, absolument. Je confirme. Effectivement. Pas du tout. Just that could work more with that. Okay, so here we've seen like, and you see, of course, at some point you have to repeat them because you can't always. But here's like about 20 new expressions, or maybe not all new, but some of them might be, that you should definitely go and use when you have like some yes, no questions. Stop the oui, non, and close the conversation. Always try to think, okay, how can I justify my answer? I mean, in normal life and in exam conditions, even more. But I'm talking to people who are planning to maybe take an exam at some point, like the DELF. Then you should always try to avoid the oui non. That's obviously what we're looking for. Like, is he going to say something like? I mean, you change the thing completely if you go for bien sûr or pas du tout, and you avoid the oui or the non. That's already like you put the level much more up, and it's nice. And then parce que, or you justify, of course, with like something personal. That would be great. So if I forgot some, because it's always very nice when people tell me, but you forgot to mention a very common one. This, it's possible. It's possible. I might forget like one that is very common, very used, very... So please put a quick comment and say, hey, Alicia, I think that a synonym of yes could also be that in French. I've heard it a lot and you didn't mention that. Fair enough. I'd be happy to add it to the list. And it's always nice to have your comments on that. You will obviously have a chance to practice all this on lingoni.com. So please have a look and check the worksheets, podcast, interactive exercises, videos, everything you need to practice what we are seeing together. And I hope this lesson was useful for you. Do not hesitate to ask me yes, no question, and I will answer with alternatives. See you soon. Bye-bye.